Tones of the passage, the most awaited video for the era, if I would say. Ma'am, please make the tones of the passage. Ma'am, please make a video on tones of the passage. Yes, tones, if I would say, it's just a word play. You have been excitedly, eagerly, enthusiastically, meticulously and conscientiously waiting for the tones. And here I am with all the tones of the passage. See, I would make it quite clear. I'm taking the first 10 basic tones, but in this series you have to remember this very, very carefully, that there is no end to tones. The tones are forever. There is just a play of words. See, I have given you, if for example I discuss 20, 30, 40, 50 tones with you, but it's not an end in itself. Why it's not an end in itself? Because you may have another tone, because this is just a word play. Like in CLAT 20, we had an expository tone, 19 or 20, we had the expository tone. Now, I had discussed the word exposition with the students, which is the beginning of something, a start of something, that is called exposition. So, when I talk of exposition here, in this case, it should be kept in mind clearly and carefully that it is a beginning of something. It shouldn't be taken up away from it, right? So, please keep in mind the words, the tone, and do note it down. Take screenshots, ask your doubts, ask your problems, and come up with new words if these tones do not cover up your idea. I'm taking up first most important things and giving you a lecture on vocabulary again to enhance your vocabulary. Do a lot of reading, 5 to 10 pages, yes. If you have to know what is vocabulary, tones is must. And you must not mug up or do just rote learning. Keep studying consistently, read fiction, newspapers, editorial section, whatever comes up in your mind, please do read it thoroughly, properly and perfectly, right? Taking up the tones of the passage, I am taking up the first 5 most important tones. Just focus on it, take a screenshot for it. I have taken a lot of pains. I really tell you again, I have taken a lot of pains to prepare this special PPT for you. And these pains shouldn't go waste. These pains should play you in the long run. And that is why first I am giving you a minute to go through the tones on your own. Go through it, revise it, and then we begin with our description. Right? Factual, narrative, descriptive, explanatory, and sarcastic tone. Right? The words will ring a bell in your mind. Very important tones they are. Now, factual is which is talking about facts. Something which is about facts is factual tone. Author will give his own viewpoints or opinion about it. It will be fact based, it will be realistic, it will be absolute, conclusive, definite, veracious, straight from horse's mouth. The idiom also I've linked. Where would I miss my vocabulary? Don't worry. Okay, I give you a minute to write it down. Please do that. Of course, I'll give you an example to explain this. You to apply it and see. And if you get stuck, do ask me. Now, when there is a factual, I give you an example. And I'm talking about the first war of independence, and I say that this proved to be a failure. This war happened, these were the consequences of it. And I'm talking about the failure, what India was lacking in and where we are stuck. So, it is a manner in which I am talking in a more factual style. My manner is more veracious in it and it's based on truth. This kind of a tone, it is just facts. Sometimes it's more in a chronological form. It's based on writer's viewpoint or opinion. It is realistic. It's fact based and absolute. It is very conclusive and definite. It is veracious. See the root that works, VER, that is what? Yes, it is truthful. Then it is not that you are exaggerate. See, there is, when you have a point of view, we have 2 points of view in English, first person point of view and third person point of view. We don't have second person point of view. This is the manner the story is told. This is the manner a narration is done. First person will be I or we, and third person would be he, she. If I say that Emma Woodhouse lived in her house, so in this case I am talking in a third person. If I say I passed through this kind of thing, this is first person narrative. So keeping that in mind, when I am giving you just a real estate description, I am not giving my opinion. The writer keeps away from that opinion. So it becomes more close. The word factual becomes more close to which tone? Subjective or objective? Come on. Yes, so we can add on to the word here that is more of an objective tone. It is something which is in a form which is objective tone. Please do add on it. Factual tone is something which is based on conclusion, which is something which is based on facts, something which is definite, something which is veracious, directly from the exact things. No added things, nothing which is added on to it, right? So when you have to divide a tone, see what does the examiner offer you as a multiple choice depends, but you have to be very smart to understand the meaning of the following word, right? So I hope you would do the same. In this case, you would have here that is factual tone. Turning to the second tone, that is narrative. Narrative is a more storyline tone. It is a tone in which there is something which weaves a story, which weaves a story in it. It is storyline, it is a portrayal. Please note the word colloquial. Colloquial means conversational style. It's a style where one-to-one person talks to the other. It is a fictional style. It is an anecdotal or fictive style, narrative style, sequential style or recital style. So this is called the narrative tone. We understood factual tone and narrative tone. So which tone would be more in the writer's viewpoint? In the writer's viewpoint, we would have a tone where writer is involved. So in this case, writer is there. So that type of a tone, right, as I was talking of, is factual. So factual tone I would add on, yes, this is an objective tone. I don't give my viewpoint. Narrative, because of course I would have more of a style in which I would talk in a storyline form and weave the story around it. See, it is a matter of synonyms. It is a matter of wordplay. It's a matter of how much you grasp the meaning of the word and you come to the tone of the passage. Right? So it's a narrative and fictive style. It's more a sequential style that is called the narrative tone. Turning to third tone, that is descriptive, describing with no time lag. No time lag is there. You are more sequential how they went on. It means you're describing in detail. You know, there's a difference between a formal letter and informal letter. When I said that you're giving the facts, your tone is factual, apply to the passages and let me know. When your tone is a more storyline, fictitious form in a sequence, one after the other, then it's a narrative tone. When you're describing with no time lag, sequential, how they went on, the things which is keep on telling you the things in a serial and continuous manner, it's more illustrative and expressive, pictorial and depictive, graphic and picturesque, vivid. Please note the root viv. What does vid mean? Full of life. What is pic? What is graph? That is writing, which catches your attention. This type of tone is very catchy. Why is it catchy? Because it is more explicit in nature. It catches your attention and your mind cannot be diverted from it, right? So it is usually in detail. See the word, spelling, meaning, synonym and understanding the tone and the style. Answering to questions. When it is answering questions, this is tone is explanatory. It is giving reasons behind an incident. That this happened, he was walking through the bushes and he saw a snake hidden behind the bushes. So this is an explanation given why he got bitten by a snake. It is a cause and effect relationship. You know, see the science thing that is cause and effect relationship which works, it's more elaborating. What is elaborate? You see in your 11th and 12th class, you must have come across such questions. Elaborate, elucidate, expound. What is it? Elucidate. So it's just a matter of the 4 E's: elaborate, expound, explain, explanatory, or the word elucidate. right? Self-incriminating writer is usually involved, but it depends from passage to passage which one you are applying for it. And sarcastic is a very different kind of a tone. Its tone's purpose is to hurt the feelings of someone. Its purpose is say with a purpose to hurt. You're very taunting in your manner. It depends on the listener, the reader to be it on the joke. It is an insincere speech. It's a speech which is not true, which is not right, it affects you. That is sarcastic tone. It's very hurting and taunting manner of saying things. So that is why it's called sarcastic tone, taunting manner of speech. It affects the listener as well as the reader, and it is an insincere speech, right? Insincere speech. I hope you've jotted down all the 5 of them. It's more of taunting manner. Factual tone, which is more on facts. Narrative, which is more on a storyline. Descriptive, where you find the details of the things. Explanatory tone, which is elucidating and expounding any topic. Sarcastic is more taunting in the manner. Depends on the reader or listener, you find the speech. It's a kind of a, left hand compliment, right? Please write the idiom for it. It's an insincere speech, right? The idiom for this. Okay, I move further to my next 5 tones of the passage. The 6th tone is ironical. What is irony? Let's go to the literary device irony. Everything has an etymological meaning behind it. Irony means what you think, opposite of that happens. If I say the butter is as soft as marble, do I really mean it is soft like marble? Is marble soft? No, it isn't. So my style is ironical. I don't mean what I am saying. My literal meaning is different. My application, that is figurative meaning, is different. This is what is actually irony. So what the audience, you have situational irony, you have dialogue irony, you have character irony, various other types of irony. In this also, it's a purpose to hurt someone, but it's not, see, sarcastic and ironical basic difference, that was more biting, that was more acrimonious, that purpose was to hit someone. I just go back once for it. Its purpose is biting. Its purpose is biting. Its purpose is to make fun of. You can please add to the words here sneering, jeering and mocking. I wanted to make up a difference very clearly to the student. So sarcastic and ironical, this is the basic difference. Its purpose is more of biting form, and that purpose is more of something which is in the form where you are stuck. So this is sarcastic tone, and we have ironical tone, satirical tone, argumentative, critical and analytical. I'll be continuing with this in the next video with the next type of tones, right? Please do mark it up, take more screenshots and come up with more doubts. Thank you, students.